So, on today's video, I'm gonna talk about how lock-it pull-ups can make your pull-ups stronger. But first, what is lock-it pull-ups? It is basically a pull-up with a pause at the top for a period of time, but there is more into it. You have to be more controlled in the concentric and eccentric phase. Everything has to be tight and the time and retention is longer compared to a normal pull-up, which makes everything way harder. If you're doing around 5 to 6 reps, you'll notice that you cannot be as explosive as with a normal pull-up because you'll lose the timing and the control of the weight. In the concentric phase, in the last portion of the pull-up, everything has to be tight and controlled, and on the eccentric phase, also everything has to be in control. The weights, you have to squeeze your abs so you don't lose control. And I say this because I've been doing the lock-it chin-ups. I was doing lock-it chin-ups for a long period of time, and with experience, I noticed these little things. I noticed that I cannot be as explosive in every single rep. I have to be always in control because when I'm doing regular pull-ups or chin-ups, I go as explosive as possible in the concentric phase, but on the eccentric phase, I don't have as much control. I kind of let the body go down, because my goal is to push as much weight possible. If it was for an hypertrophy purposes, I would do concentric and eccentric phase with more control and squeeze everything. Now, why lock-it pull-ups? More time and retention makes the top portion stronger. You develop more control on both eccentric and concentric phase. And when I made the switch to normal chin-ups, everything felt stronger and smoother. But of course, there are other methods you can implement, and lock-it chin-ups may not work well for you. How to use it? You could use it as a main part of your training or as a secondary part. Example, day 1, heavy chin-ups, and day 3, moderate lock-it chin-ups. Day 2 would be a light day. Another example is doing lock-it chin-ups only for a block of training, which is what I was doing. And when to use it. If you're having trouble progressing on the pull-ups or you've hit a plateau, it will be very helpful. And now that I'm doing only regular pull-ups, I feel like my potential for the pull-ups grew a lot because of the lock-it chin-ups or the lock-it pull-ups. I actually hit a PR a couple weeks ago, 42.5 by 6, but at 97 kgs. I've never done this number on the pull-ups at this body weight. Last year, when I was around this body weight, I would barely do 3 pull-ups with 40 kgs. Everything felt horrible and heavy. But now I'm feeling super strong. Even though I have 97 kgs, everything feels smoother, stronger, and faster. Actually, my all-time best on the chin-ups was 47.5 by 6 RPE 9. But this 42.5 by 6 that I did was an RPE 7.5, 8, which is incredible. And because of the lock-it chin-ups, everything feels smoother, stronger. The bottom portion feels better, the middle portion feels better, the top portion feels even better, which was a big problem of mine. Because the big time retention and the controlled pace on all the phases in the concentric and the eccentric phase gave me lots of strength, and it transmutes well to the normal pull-ups or chin-ups. So this is something I recommend for everyone that wants to get stronger at the pull-ups. Even if you didn't hit a plateau, it could make you stronger. But there are people that this lock-it chin-up method may not work well. There's various methods out there that you could use, but the thing is, you have to experiment and see if it works well with you.